Women took 8th today. They had 8 runners finish under 22. Scoring-wise, 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a junior. What did you like out of them today?
On the women's side, it was an absolutely spectacular race. To have 8 under 22 minutes on a very challenging course with conditions that definitely are not ideal, but are definitely very much cross-country based. It was a phenomenal performance. To be 8th today, to repeat what we did last year, the conference has only gotten a lot stronger since last year. So again, being in the Big Ten, it's an extremely formidable conference, and to do what they did today was nothing short of spectacular. Kendall Hacker up front, that was just, she was our freshman sensation of the day, and to run that close to 21 minutes, and again on a very difficult course, I couldn't be more proud of her and the effort that all those women put out together as a team.
Right, I know you talked to the team and talked yesterday about thinking that you were shooting for maybe 8th, maybe a little bit higher, but it looks like today that was about, I mean, a lot of PRs today. Is that about what you expected?
You can't be disappointed with a performance like that. Again, it was, to run the way that they did was just nothing short of spectacular. As I said, they did a great job coming together as a team. They unified out there. They ran as a pack. They kept the group together. And when the pace changed a little bit with about 2K to go, they really adapted to that and trusted themselves more than anything, which is a testament to them and their dedication and discipline when it comes to the race. And I'm just really pleased with their performance overall.
Going back to the start of the season, I know the women didn't necessarily get off to the start that you wanted. You talked about getting better each week, building towards the championship season. Now that it's here, and now that regionals are up next, what have you liked about the progress, and then what do you expect going forward the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, they've been the epitome of consistency. They really have. It's they continue to get better week in, week out. They rally around each other. They're each other's biggest cheerleaders, and they're just a very strong, tight-knit group. And I think going into the region, definitely one of our goals is to improve from last year's finish, which we're certainly capable of doing. Wisconsin is definitely a very runner-friendly course, and you can definitely light it up and go fast on there. So, we got one left, and we'll see what happens.
Men's side, obviously Matt McClintock, he's your big stick. He got 3rd today. He was around with some of the best runners, Big Ten champion from a year ago, a couple All-Americans, track and cross country. First, just talking about him, what did you like about Matt?
Matt, as I talked to him after the race, he was saying, "Hey, I can't be disappointed with what I did today. That was everything I had." And as I told him, I said, "Hey, look at the guys who you were surrounded with. People that have been in the national meet and track. You laid it out there and you ran right at your PR. I think from pre-nationals last year on a much more challenging course, and to go head-to-head with those guys and to have his finish look like it did, Matt just did an exceptional job, and that's great momentum going forward to the regional meet and on to the national meet for sure."
One thing about Matt's that he's definitely a smart runner. You talked to him a little bit after the race about having to kind of adjust his race plan based on how the race was running. Just talk about how smart of a runner is Matt to be able to see what's going on out there and help himself out that way.
He's very disciplined, and you have to be in an environment like this, and you have to more than anything trust yourself. And as we talked about yesterday, aside from our typical race plan that we had and talked about, if we would have stuck to that, it probably would have been a bad idea today with the wind and with the group of guys that was still around him with 3K to go even. They came through the 5K in 14:57, and you can't really make much of a move off of that in these conditions. So he respected the course, respected the environment, the competition, and he covered every move, made moves himself, which I think was a great step for him in his overall development to be the one making the moves, and he did a great job.
How about the men's team overall? Probably not as high as the finish as you would have liked as a team, but some guys definitely put in turn some pretty good performances, and there's still at least one race to go.
Right. It's one of those. There's 4 nationally ranked teams on the men's side, 5 on the women's side, and the Big Ten is by all means a lot stronger than it was last year, and we weren't where we wanted to be as a team, but as far as our team performance, it's the best that we've had this year, and I think that's a great step forward for them. David Dalton, he had did an exceptional job today. He was 24:58, I believe it was, his first time ever under 25 minutes, and on this course, that's not easy to do. So overall, the guys did a great job, and we have good momentum going into regionals.